What's up, everybody? Tree City West here. Today we're going to be talking about a new tool I created called x1node.com. It's basically a delegation dashboard for the X1 network. And the problem I wanted to solve, we needed a simple way to delegate to X1 validators. Previously, the only way to stake and delegate would be to use these complex CLI commands, where you basically have to use your command line interface to interact with the Solana blockchain, or technically the X1 blockchain, using the Solana CLI. And with that CLI, there's a high risk of making mistakes, especially for new users. And I wanted to bring new users into X1, and I specifically wanted them to stake to my validators so I can get that higher stake. So my goal was to make staking and delegating accessible to everyone on X1. And I think we did a pretty good job with the x1node.com. So let's talk about that today. So the first thing to note with x1node.com is we don't really have an X1 wallet yet. That's still under development. So this actually works with the Solana Backpack wallet. And the Backpack wallet's an awesome wallet. It's safe to use. It's open source. It may even be what X1 forks for their native wallet. So it does a really good job. You can connect it to the X1 testnet and interact. And I actually included instructions for this. So when you find the official Backpack wallet, you get that installed. You're going to have a blank wallet, and you're going to need some XNT. So once you have your Backpack wallet set up, if you head over to x1node.com, you scroll to the bottom of the web page and click on this little X1 network info button. It'll show you this app only works on the X1 testnet, and make sure you're using the X1 testnet as your RPC. And this is really easy to do in Backpack. You're going to want to copy this RPC URL. We'll go into Backpack here. We're going to go to Settings. We're going to click on Solana. We're going to click on RPC connection, and we're going to select custom. And here you can put in your own custom. And you can see I have the rpc.testnet.x1.xyz. And now at the top of the wallet, you can see I'm using this custom RPC. When I go back, I should see my X1 that I have in this wallet. So it shows up as Solana. You can see I have some other fun tokens we've been experimenting on the X1 testnet with. But it shows up as Solana, but this is the native token of X1, which will be XNT. So once you're set up with the RPC, you can come back to x1node.com, click on the Connect Wallet button, and that's the first step of getting started. Getting your wallet set up, connected to the X1 RPC, and connected to x1node.com. So you can see when I logged in with my wallet, I have about 250 XNT ready to go, but you have a couple options to get XNT. The first option is to go over to faucet.testnet.x1.xyz, but unfortunately, the wallet's been getting botted quite a bit lately, so the faucet's been empty. It does get filled up regularly by the team, but then bots come and drain it, and that's just how that goes. So if you do need X1 or XNT, head over to the X1 Validator chat, reach out to me on Telegram or x.com, and I'll be happy to send you over some testnet tokens. So once you have your wallet set up for X1 Network and you have your XNT, now you can come to x1node.com and begin to delegate to the dashboard. Up on the header here, you have your social media links, you have your wallet connection. You can disconnect and reconnect your wallet quickly here. Once it connects, it removes the instructions and replaces it with the dashboard. Come down a little bit, you'll have the dashboard with the X1 network statistics. Currently running 325 validators, but 13 of them are delinquent. So you can see these different network statistics, and the main focus of x1node.com is to bring to light the different types of validators that we have running on the X1 network. So I thought, why not put together a partnership program? You know, we have different companies, different blockchain projects, different tokens, running different validators. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to set up a section where we can feature each one. And eventually we'll have a rewards program where sponsored validators, if our community delegates to them, anybody delegated to them for a certain amount of epochs will get airdrops of a new rewards token from x1node.com. They'll also be on the dashboard here, and you'll learn about the project. Maybe we'll do some type of interview or video or some type of social media shout out. But the general goal here is to bring to light the different types of people and projects that are running validators on the X1 network, if they want to be known. Some don't want to be known. Some want to be in the shadows. Others, they want their company front and center. They think of it as advertising space. So that's what we're catering to here on x1node.com. So the goal here is to get people to delegate to the sponsored validators. So before you can stake to the other validators and delegate to the other validators in the community, you have to stake to either one of two of the sponsor validators. So to start, we have two validators I'm running, obviously. We have burnzen.com and hashhead.io. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click stake. And when I click stake, a window pops up asking me the amount I'd like to delegate to burnzen.com on the X1 blockchain. So I'll go ahead and type in 5 here. It's going to take 5 XNT out of my balance. And this is one of the weird things that we're going to have to deal with until we get the actual wallet. But it's basically going to say the account's not found because it's not found on the Solana blockchain. We're on the X1 blockchain. But if I hit approve, it's going to send the connection and everything's confirmed and happy. So now if I come down to the bottom, there's going to be a little stake portfolio and a stake manager section. And this allows me to see what stake accounts I've created so far, which validators I'm staking to, how much I have staked, what epoch info and how long. So I can see I've been staked to Dominic's validator here for 259 epochs. With my 5 XNT. And then what I can do if I decide, I can come in here, hit on stake. It's going to pop up with the same backpack error. I'll hit approve. It's going to send the transaction. And then there's actually a cooldown. So once we submit that transaction, there's actually a couple epochs before you can claim your rewards. And that's to prevent flash loans and all types of mischief on the blockchain. So this will be in a cooldown for 2 epochs. You can see I deactivated at 154162. There's 1 epoch left. And then once that epoch is finished, I'll be able to withdraw my 5 XNT and then I'll end up back in my wallet with the rewards. So once you stake to one of these 2 validators, you'll be able to stake to anybody in the network, which is kind of cool. So I'm just going to pick a random one here. We'll pick Owl. We're going to stake 2 XNT to Owl's validator. We see you get the backpack account not found. Prove and boom, almost instantly, we get the transaction confirmed. Now we get the message, stake account created successfully. And if I scroll down, we don't see it yet, but there is a refresh button. We'll go ahead and refresh the stake accounts. And this is actually pulling the live information. So now you can see I'm staked to Owl. And also Dominic's, the 2 epochs have passed. So on the testnet, the epochs are actually sped up. So now that now that the 2 epochs have passed after just a couple minutes, I can go ahead and hit withdrawal, and it's going to allow me to claim. And now you'll notice it's disappeared from the list, and we have our XNT back. So that's about it. You can also sort by the column, so you can click on user staked, and that'll show you the validators that you are currently staked to and how much you have staked. You can also sort by total staked, commission. You can copy and paste the addresses, and then you can see which validators are active and delinquent. And if you're delinquent, that means you're basically down. You're not processing slots. You know, if it was production, you might get slashed. You definitely won't get rewards. So you want to check it out to see what's happening there. And yeah, so that's the problem I'm trying to solve is, you know, I wanted a way to be able to stake and to easily manage my stakes with the other validators in the community. And, you know, I'm trying to get people to come stake to my validators, but nobody knows how to go use the faucet and the CLI to type out all these commands to do this confusing thing. Now you can download Backpack, and with a couple clicks, you can participate in the X1 testnet and the validator delegation. I do need to create some updates here. We need better management of the rewards. I don't really have any reward tracking or reward grabbing. You know, it's just kind of, you're kind of delegating and leaving it there. But it's testnet stuff. So we're going to continue to build this out. We'll eventually have some sort of sign up for the Validator partnership program. I really want to feature some of these, you know, companies. You know, if you look at the total stake list, you know, we have Haluo AI. I'd like to learn about them. OralGenius.com. And then we have the regular community members too. You know, I'd like to get to know the regular people as well. So this is really just a way to spotlight the community and the community members and the validator runners, making an easy way to stake and unstake and delegate and manage your stakes on the network. And then for the shameless plug, all the way at the bottom, I have the support for hashhead.io and X1 development. It's a link to the store. You can download the X1 t-shirt. We have it in gray and white. And actually, we have a bunch of really cool t-shirts related to the Zen community. We got the ZenCat tech shirt. We got the hashhead for the XNM and the ZenBlocks miners. We got the OG X1. We got the new X1 logo. We got the Zen Network pinwheel, VMPX, pulse chain, all kinds of cool stuff here. And then, of course, head over to x1node.com, get your X and T, delegate it to the network. X1's coming, and you can definitely feel it's closer than ever. So, as always, I appreciate your time. Thank you for listening to the video. I hope you guys stay Zen. Peace.